Aloha! Welcome to KTA Kitchens. I'm Chef Amy Ferguson, and today we're going to make a gluten-free chocolate cake. Let's get started with the ingredients. We're going to start with our black beans, eggs, vanilla, stevia, sea salt, cocoa, baking powder, aluminum-free, baking soda, organic butter, and if you're dairy-free, coconut oil, and honey. Let's get cooking. First things first, we're going to coat our pan with spray, and then we're going to dust it with cocoa. Now it's important to use cocoa when you're making a chocolate cake, because if you don't, you're going to end up with white flour all over your cake. Now that our pan is nicely coated, we'll set it aside and we'll start pureeing our ingredients. In our blender, we're going to add our organic black beans, eggs, 3 of the 5 eggs, not all 5, stevia. Now the stevia, add it to your taste. If you like it sweeter, please add more. Taste, that's the key action in cooking. We're adding our salt, and now we're going to add our vanilla. And with the ingredients added, we'll turn on this high-speed blender and we'll blend for about 10 minutes until everything is smooth and lump-free. Now that our beans have pureed completely, they're nice and smooth, there's no lumps. I wanted to show you, it's just very, very smooth. Not a bean in sight, which is a good thing. We're going to start blending our butter. This is our unsalted. Please don't confuse the salted ones. Salted butter, you won't be happy with the outcome, I promise. We're adding our honey, and we're going to blend it. Now we call that creaming in baking. But you'll see this is so soft, so easy to cream that there's not a lot of beating. And to that, we'll add 1 egg at a time. When you add your eggs, be sure to blend your eggs at least until they're completely homogeneous. See how it's coming together? Makes a nice, smooth mixture, nice and creamy. In goes the second egg. Okay, break the yolk, makes it easier. And let's keep blending, and there you go. Now to this mixture, we're going to add all of our dry ingredients. And what that's going to do is make the base for our puree. So I'm going to start with the cocoa. We're going to move on to the soda, baking soda. We've got our aluminum-free baking powder, very important. Now, tap, tap, tap. You don't want any lumps whatsoever, because what's the worst thing you can do? You can bite into a cake and you get a horrible bite of baking powder or baking soda. To this, 1, 2, 3, we've got it nicely sieved. We blend in the dry ingredients, and you're going to see how it comes together. The egg and the honey makes the liquid. You see what a lovely, lovely mixture this makes. Now to that, we're going to add our pureed beans. Okay, take that off, flip, turn. We'll add our beans to our cocoa, and our batter is done. It's just that simple. You're going to be so surprised when you try this gluten-free chocolate cake. You'll be amazed at the moisture, the flavor of chocolate, the fact that this will take the place of your favorite chocolate cake. You're going to knock the air bubbles out. You're going to take it to the oven, 325-degree oven for 45 minutes. Now our cake is baking. We're going to make a ganache. And the interesting ingredient, instead of using heavy cream, we'll use coconut milk. You just want to bring it up to, I would say, medium-high temperature. Let it come to a nice simmer that then erupts into a boil. And the reason why I say this is that coconut milk will erupt all of a sudden into a boil. At that point, you'll take it off the heat and add it to your chocolate. So now that our coconut cream is coming to a boil, see the lovely steam coming off of it? It's getting to that temperature where we're going to go ahead and pour it over our broken chocolate. Now you can use semi-sweet, you could use white chocolate, you could use any kind of chocolate you'd like. But in this case, we're using the dark chocolate. We're just going to let the chocolate steep in the coconut cream that's come to a boil for a moment, softening up. And now I'm going to mix it. I'm going to start whipping it. so that the chocolate will become this beautiful velvety ganache. Now that our cake is cool, it's time to get it out of the pan, plate it, and coat it with this beautiful ganache we just finished. Now, look how easy that comes out. Beautiful. Yes, there you go. Now, at this point, we're going to simply pour the ganache over the top of the cake. And let's just let it coat the sides naturally. And then we get to eat it. How does that look for a gluten-free cake? So now we have our gluten-free chocolate cake coated with luscious dark chocolate ganache. Let's see how it tastes. I gotta have another bite. I don't think black beans ever tasted this good. This is great. Pairing it with a wonderful apple brand milk. So for this recipe and other recipes, go to kta superstores.com/recipes. Ahui ho, it's Chef Amy Ferguson signing out. Aloha.